and this is the second stream today. So what I wanted to do with this stream was go over and go through my main world. Uh, I think it is going to be pretty good for me to give a tour of this place, as I have a subscriber on my channel that I am very interested in showing my world to. And that is my teacher. My teacher actually subbed to my channel and is willing to watch my streams, which I'm really shocked about. Thank you so much, Skylar, for watching this. It means a lot if you do sit and watch this and enjoy this. And I wanted to take pretty much everyone on an updated tour. I haven't recorded a video for this in a few months, so I think it would be a fantastic idea to update this world to you guys, and to show what I've done over the last few months. It might have been months. I'm not sure what the scale of time is for this. But anyways, we're back, and we're better than ever. This world has had a lot, and I mean a lot, done between the last world tour and this. So let's get started. So first of all, we have the house. This house is where I started my Let's Play world at. This world was a server world, actually hosted at the college by me. It was a LAN world, and I decided to host it for me and my friends in one of our classes when we was always really bored. Well, time passed, they lost interest, I maintained interest, and I kept the world for myself. I wanted this world to be just mine, and so I kind of downloaded the world on my own computer and took it for myself. So yeah, this is the house where we all used, like me and another person, actually. It wasn't very many. We had a few visitors every once in a while, but it was mostly me and one other person. I lived here, and he lived with me. Eventually I built the rail network, which I'll show later, and I built the mob farm. After about the time I built the mob farm, got it done, he left, and I took over the world, pretty much. This used to be the mine shaft and just the mob farm, but I've long since turned this place into something absolutely amazing for myself. And yeah, this is pretty much it. So we have the mob farm, which relies on mob proofing of the entire area around my base. I'm gonna get rid of that water. We don't want to have stuff sitting there. I'd rather just let everything die. While that warms up, I will explain a few things about it. So it's been here for a long time, ever since the world started. Why is that glass block sticking out up there? There's a block of glass up there. I saw it. I swear. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So the mob farm works by just flushing floors. Drops go in and get sorted somewhere else in the base. So that's that. Um, I heard some rattling in the house. 1 second. Anyone else here? Hello? Okay. I must be hearing things. Either that or I'm going to get eaten up by some shadow demon. It's fine. So, yeah. We got all this going on. And this is my main base. It's the hub of my entire world. Sorry, I got distracted by weird noises in my house. Yeah, it's my house. So, yep, this place is really cool. So, this is the mob farm. It runs really fast. It can run all the time as it is in spawn chunks. And yeah, it's what used to supply me with mob drops for a very long time. But I come to find that I needed more gunpowder than I ever could think. So, downstairs, we have a hidden painting room, which, as you can see, has absolutely nothing in it. We have the bulk storage. This is where I keep massive amounts of items. One really good example is sand and glass. Especially sand. Those are all full of sand. And whatever these chests have inside of them. We have bone block storage, TNT. Those are all full gunpowder. TNT. I can make lots more in no time. Honey, all the basic bulk stuff. This is the secret door. well, it's not very secret as it says the bunker and has a button hidden inside the room. This is where I would store some of the rarest items that I have. Large fern, tall grass, large fern, deep slate ores, emerald, bottles of enchanting dragon heads. Bottles of enchanting are as impressive. And a shulker box full of end crystals. And right here in the floor, we have an elevator. This is a custom design made just for myself, by myself, for me. And I missed it. It doesn't have a call button, so you really can't go back up. Well, this sucks. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so I never ran into this issue before. Of course, it would happen when I'm live streaming. Okay, we could do this. Maybe. I could just fly out. Oh, it might kill me, though. Let's see. So yeah, this is a custom design I made for myself because I wanted a 2x2 elevator, and I decided to just make this one. Okay, we'll make it. Ow, ow. Alright, cool. So, yep. Just a design I made for myself. I wanted to make that a secret lab down there, but it never came to be yet. I'll close the door. Over here we have soul sand floors. Underneath this, you can see there's soul sand, and I have soul speed, so I can zip zoom real fast on my base. It's great. That's not supposed to be like that. That was supposed to have been filled in. This is the dispensers. All the items from the mob farm get thrown into these dispensers and dropped down to the sorting. Bees. We have some villagers here. We have a mending villager. I have another one somewhere else in the world. Over here used to be the cow farm, and now it's empty. And down here is a bamboo and sugarcane farm, as you can see. It produces pretty good, because it's always running. Back this way, I'm trying to be quick. There's a lot to show. This is the light. When it's nighttime, it's on. When it's daytime, it's off. Enchanting corner. There's 2 or 3 of them in the world. This is the redstone for the honey farm. Extra bottles are supposed to go there. Probably should get rid of that chest to help with lag. We have the block converter. I could just throw in blocks and it spits out the variants. Right here we have the beacon room. It's 5 beacons because I wanted all the effects and I could afford it. Over this way we have the little flower farm. Custom design. Produces seeds. Right here we have the first super smelter. This is a Ilmango design. It's not my design, and it can smelt a good bit of items at the same time. We have the cocoa bean farm, and the newest project. This is going to be a piston bolt, aka a really long tunnel used to use pistons and minecarts to transport the player at incredible speeds, without the player having to do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much that. This down here is the swimming pool. I added this fairly recently. It has daytime lighting, so when it's day, or when it's night, it's lit. When it's day, it's not. Pumpkin and melon farm, obviously, works at the push of a button. Because why wouldn't something like that in my world be automated? We have the, what are these? Kelp farm. Pretty much hit this lever, retracts all the pistons, they can grow, and they get collected and dropped into this chest. This is a moss type farm, so apparently essentially just produces the items used, moss carpet seeds, stuff like that. It doesn't produce moss blocks. I haven't bothered with making something like that here. I didn't think it was super necessary. We have the mob drops from the farm. We have the redstone room for the kelp farm, so you can get to it, work on it. Things need improved or fixed. The destroyer cactus, more nighttime lights. The tunnel to nowhere, that just goes down and into a desert eventually. Super bulk storage, stuff that I want to store tons and tons and tons and tons of, can go here. This is the backside of one of the sorters for the mob farm. Used to have more, but I reduced it down for lag's sake. Crazy rosebush farm, which is real fun. This is a shulker box emptying machine. So you throw shulker boxes full of stuff in there, like you go mining or doing redstone and stuff. You throw it in, come in here, sorts all of them out. It's particularly effective for ores. So it unpacks shulker boxes, what it does. This here was an attempt at a mass crafting system, but it's kind of a failure, to be brutally honest. And then in here we got this. Let's go the proper way. So here's the items for that. This is the dye room. This is for anything that's colorable. So you get stained glass, terracottas, concretes, wools, carpets, and the dye itself. And the bulk version of the raw thing is over there. Yep. So that's that. Over here we have the custom tree farm. This is a design by me. If I state something's custom, it's something that I made myself. This is the custom tree farm. Plant saplings, refeeds these saplings, and you make wood by exploding it. I do not like TNT duping, so I try to avoid it as much as I can, and this is my way of going about doing it. Over here, spits out cobblestone. You can have them running at the same time. It is most definitely nighttime. That bar is empty. So yeah, you can have TNT coming out, and it could explode cobble and wood, or just wood, not just cobble. Can do that. I'm not smart enough for that. There's no secret things behind these paintings. Do not worry. This is the wiring for the wood farm. It's dirt cheap, to be brutally honest. It's simple as I can get it. And yeah, it works pretty good. I might give a demonstration, but I'm not sure. I don't think I will. I don't think I'll bother. Oop, still more stuff to show. Down here, in this really long tunnel going downwards, if we take a immediate right, we will see the slime farm. The slime farm produces slime balls, obviously, and it's my source for slime blocks. I have lots of bulk stored up. This is probably one of the craziest and creepiest things I've ever made. This is a 7x7 hole into the void. The bedrock has been broken at Y0, and I have made it into a hole in the ground that you could fall into and die. Next we come over here. This is the cactus farm, and this was an attempted at amethyst farm, but it didn't quite work out. So yeah, it's very slow. It's not effective, and I didn't have any geodes in my world for a long time, so I put those in manually. But I've disabled the farm's ability to function because I think it's kind of cheaty. So yep, and I'm gonna be making a proper amethyst farm here soon, anyways. So next we go up here. I heard a noise, and I don't like that noise. I hope it is the portal or pigment or something. Okay. I'm out of the house. I got goosebumps right now. I am scared to death. I feel like there's something else in this house with me, and I do not like it. Maybe I'm hearing myself. So up here we got my cousin Christian. He went into the service for Marines and stuff. And I wanted to build him a house for when he came back. He would have something really cool to see. This has been a project ever since he left. And yeah, it's just a nice fancy mansion. It was supposed to be intended to be viewed with shaders, but I just give you guys a walk through the place normally. My world's full of shulker boxes, by the way. I just leave stuff everywhere. Shulker boxes are no big deal for me. Alright, and we got this giant elephant in the room. This is an attempt at making a crazy another castle, essentially. So that castle was built when I first built the world. It was the first thing I ever did, was build the castle. This over here is a later attempt at doing that. I'm really awful at building, though. And I don't like building super much. Like, I'm not good at making things look pretty. So, this is an attempt at something like that. This is a wheat farm. This is my main wheat farm, because it's relatively simple to use, yields quite a bit of wheat, more than I'll ever need. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Used to produce carrots, but I switched over to wheat. Over here we have my custom cobblestone farm. This produces cobblestone in moderate amounts, but I've long since moved on to bigger and better things. Yeah, I used to have the AFK here. That's my little AFK box. So, off we go, up into the air. This is my redstone testing area. It's just this big flat spot. Over here we have the dwarf fortress, or the floating fortress. Something really cool I wanted to build was, I saw these floating islands and I'm like, I have to build something inside of these. My phone is going off. So this is it. It's just a little fortress that I use for just experimenting with a different build style. Non-symmetric, just completely, absolutely haphazard building. And this is a test in absolute crazy haphazard building. I never really messed with this place for quite a long time. Maybe it's been a year or two since I've played with this. This was an attempt at an Ender Pearl teleporter, which it's still ready to go, by the way. Let's try it out. Let's demonstrate this thing. I've been trying to experiment with high-speed travel. And this is my attempt at it. I don't even know if it's going to go off. I don't think it will. It might be broke. But yeah, you push the button, it flaps the trapdoor down, and you get teleported. It's just really cool. Wait, did it break the Ender Pearl? It broke the Ender Pearl, but I never got teleported. Okay, that's kind of jank. Anyways, if we go to ID right here, I have a waypoint mod and a map mod. So I can make a map of my whole world, which is really cool. This floating thing you saw pretty much immediately is a shulker box farm, or shulker farm. And this is my industrial district. This is by far the laggiest and craziest part of my entire world. By far. This is it. The ocean biome is the second best thing I got. So, we're standing on a villager farm. Produces carrots at quite high speed. As you can see by the almost constant flow of carrots. This is a... It's a... And it's my, pretty much, honey farm. Produces pretty good amounts of honey. It's pretty great. A lot of these designs here aren't mine. The wolf farm, this big thing, and that up there are definitely mine. This is not. None of the rest are my designs, except for the big box. But we'll get to that in a minute. So this is the absolutely crazy glowberry farm. So I wanted glowberries, and me being the impatient person I was, I wanted a whole bunch of them for no good reason. So I built this ginormous thing. And it gets me way more glowberries than I'll ever possibly need. More beacons, by the way. I like beacons. Beacons are good. So, the wolf farm is completely topped up and is currently destroying the wool. It takes shears, but it does not have an off switch, and I don't know how to turn it off, so it's kind of stuck going on forever and ever and ever. But yeah, it works, and all it does is just consume shears. That's literally it. All the sheep that get sheared, their wool gets punched out and pushed somewhere else, and you get tons and tons of wool, more than I'll ever need. This is a fully automatic, playerless shroom stuff farm. I forgot who the design is for. I need to write on these who made them, but if you know who made this, credit them, please. Whoever made any of these designs, if you recognize it, please credit them. I can't remember off the top of my head who to credit. Over here, we have the Ilmango furnace farm quadrupled. He showed a double version, but I was like, I need more smelting power, so I made a one that's 4 times version. This is my small design for a dripstone farm, because I want drip, and now I got plenty of drip. This is a shulker craft design for a villager breeder. It is highly effective. And it's pretty much my breeding center. Trading center. This is my attempt at detecting if a cart has a villager or not. And it will divert. And yeah, I'm trying to put a lot of logic into this. This is pretty much all the workstations possible. And yes, I caught a Ravager and put it in here. When these guys, I am done with them, I hit the button and they get dropped in here. And they have to fight this guy. They never win. That's the point. This is stuff I've gotten from them. You know, mending books. I like mending. Mending's a great enchantment, so I've got plenty of emeralds and plenty of mending books. I like mending. So, tool breaking is never an issue. So if we hurry and run before we get run over by the minecart, this is a custom design for a villager breeder. So when I push the button to let these guys go, the cell highlights that it has no villager and will drop off a villager every time it's completely out. So it'll replace villagers fully automatically, and I don't need to just cart villagers over, and it takes them right from the breeder and throws them into the system. It's a really intelligent system. It's really cool, and I'm actually quite proud of it. This is the pumpkin farm. I wanted a pumpkin farm because pumpkins are cool, It's the name of my cat, so it works. And this is my solution to getting a lot of pumpkins when I wasn't super good at redstone. This was the first thing built here, so it's quite old. And I might tear it out and just replace it with this design. That I know people come up with this design before, but this is my take on it. And this thing's so fast that it actually can't keep up with itself, I don't think. Um, this is a cubic meter, I think, made this design. This is a fully, 100% playerless wood farm. And it does just oak, but it was cool, and I just had to build this. It's got moss farms built into it, but yeah, it produces wood without player intervention at all. It even generates bone meal and dupes TNT. Now, I don't like the TNT duping, but if you didn't have the TNT duping, it kind of defeats the point of this farm being 100% playerless, but oh well. And we got an Ilmango design. This is Ilmango's design for a universal wood farm. This wood farm can harvest all types of wood, every single one. It does them all except for dark oak. That is literally the only limitation this thing has. And it just spits everything out in the shulker boxes. And it takes shulker box bone meal, and you get wood. It's really cool. It's useful because I use wood for a lot of things because I'm very good with building pallets. And yeah, this is a cobblestone farm. This thing's really, really cool. I think it's a shulker craft design possibly. And it's stupid fast. It makes so much cobblestone. Way more than I'm ever going to need. So let's go into the nether. There's a little bit more there to show. But this is kind of the bulk of the cool stuff. Here we are in the nether. We're not quite in the nether fortress. Oh, wait, there's gas here. Get him, get him, get him. Got him. Epic gamer moment right there, boys. You're running with a professional. So this is my nether base. This is where I do the really cool stuff. So this is piglin bartering. Last time I showed this place was pretty unfinished. Now it's pretty well finished. This is where I just give gold to these guys, and they make the items. It's really, really cool. So, yep. And they generate a lot of items. This is... Oops. Oh, yeah. I turned on easy place mode. So, I have a few mods. First mod that I have is Lightmatica. So I could get blueprints of builds that I make in creative and easily copy them over. This is another word for it. Yeah, it's just my way of making things easier. I also have Tweakaroo, which lets me put building restrictions so I can only place blocks in a line or in a certain plane. Right now, though, we are heading out to... it's a big problem when your world's so big you can't keep track of where everything is. So, I'm gonna eat some candy here. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is my guardian farm, he says after finally chewing up his food. This is the guardian farm. Guardian farm kills guardians and makes guardian drops. It's fantastic. It's not a life in plastic, but it's definitely fantastic. And it produces way more of these guys than I'm ever possibly going to need. Yep, I never use this much prismarine. Like, what you see here is how much I'm using. AKA, right now, none. I don't ever use any prismarine. I don't have nothing except for the build that it's made of prismarine. I literally used prismarine from the farm while I was running to decorate the room. So this giant purple monstrosity is my, it's pretty much one of my oldest gold farms. I wanted gold, and I thought it'd be really cool to do it overworld style. So I built this portal monstrosity to get gold. Essentially, these guys spawn inside portals, and as they spawn inside portals, they drop down into the water, eventually fall through the entire farm, come down here to the bottom, and I collect their drops in this little itty bitty room. It's turning nighttime, that's not great. So down here, I pretty much kill them right here, get their items, get the gold, and it's all good. Items get dispensed up here when I turn on the dispenser, and yeah, everything gets sorted out. Gold swords are left at the end, and I just smelt them for a few nuggets. Fuel's not much of a concern for me. So over here in the distance, we have, I believe, an Ilmango design. This is the absolutely wacko mob farm. So, in the game, I have to explain some game mechanics to tell you guys how this thing is supposed to work. So, let me turn up the brightness here. So, essentially, in the game, if a mob's standing on soul sand and you move the floor, since soul sand is a 16th of a block shorter, the mob will fall through the floor. If you do this and go to the bottom side, you get just a constant stream of mobs coming out. It is absolutely crazy. I have shulker box loaders for gunpowder and bones. There's some gunpowder. Yep, and it just generates a ton of gunpowder, and that's pretty much what I use it for, is just gunpowder and bones. Everything else is a nice side effect. So if we go to the south, facing south, yes, to the south, I was correct, and we fly this way, we come to the coral reef and the bigger sugarcane farm. This is my sugarcane farm. This is a custom design by me, and it pretty much sweeps up sugarcane. It's not much to talk about. This iron farm, if you search up 9,000 iron per hour iron farm, you will get who made this thing. This is absolutely, positively, stupidly fast. And I love it. Oop, phantoms. Oh, that's a lot of phantoms. Run. And yeah, it produces 9,000 items per hour. It uses pillager on a rail to scare villagers into making iron golems. And that's it. I'm out of here. Bye. And I think that's everything here. Dun, and done. Yeah, that's it. Alright. So, we'll fly all the way back. Why not? We'll show you how kind of expansive the place is. There's the AFK spot for the mob farm. Sour Patch Kids are fantastic. They taste great. Except that they slowly start to, give me sores in my mouth because I eat too many of them. Don't you hate when you eat too much of something and it just tries to eat you back? This has been exploded. Had something there before. Didn't like it, so I blew it up. Oh yeah, my world's full of half-cut trees. Like, all the trees on this axis have just been cut. I don't know why. My world's full of weirdness. Lightning likes to strike the houses and puts holes in all the roofs and threatens to burn everything down. Like Cave Johnson from Portal. Hey, yo, why is there so many iron golems over here? Fine, I'll sleep. Leave me alone. My bird is mocking them. Get him, bird. Tell him. Okay. Haha, burn. Don't know why there's so many iron golems. So anyways, we're going to fly along here. This is the newest project. This is the absolutely wacko thing that I've been building. I forgot what it's called. And yeah, we're going to fly back to the base. Everything else is a few kilometers away. So we're going to fly into the base. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of like a Mission Impossible or like Star Wars flying down the Death Star through the tunnels. Oh my god, it really is. Okay. So, yep, we go through here. Oh, the portals are automatic. I could turn them on and off, by the way. So, here we are in the Nether, again. We're going to fly up. And we'll explore the Nether roof real fast, since I'm here. So, this is a piston bolt. I've built one before. And pretty much, this is how they work. I could take a swiggity swig of my drink and be perfectly fine. It's great. When I get to my destination, it kicks me off, destroys the cart. And here we are. I don't remember who to credit for this, but this is my pretty much the gold farm that I use the most. It produces plenty of gold. It's really fast, super convenient, and it's my main source of experience. Let's go ahead and do my shovel. Won't take very long. As you can see by the shovel wiggling in my left hand, it's pretty effective. I'm gonna let it build up for a minute, and then hit him. Sorry about that. It's really fast. It's absolutely wacko. Alright, and all our stuff's been fixed. I just hit these guys like that, clean these guys up, and we're done here. Oh, yeah, gotta take care of the baby pigmen too. They could cause problems. So that's that, and we could get out of here. All the gold's collected. We'll ride the thing back. There we go. Now you can see a box way off in the distance. We'll get to that. So with Lightmatica, if I place down a build, it leaves a box for the area it's in. So here we are. We're back. Broke more holes in the bedrock, by the way. And out here we fly. We're gonna fly out to this box. And coming into view, we have, not my design, but a design for a really, really cool farm for these guys. So, in my game, I have a free cam, which if I hit control and a keybind, I can have a camera that moves independently of my player. I'm going to use that to show you guys how fast this thing is. So I can't do nothing in here. I can't interact with nothing. See? So we're just kind of a onlooker right now. Having an out-of-body experience. And yeah, this is pretty much it. It's really cool. Yep. So let's fly on down. Which way's home? Take it that way. And now we fly back. Yep, Magma Cube farm, because Magma Cream's really nice to have. Okay, I heard that noise. Did y'all hear that? Man, this game is just doing its best to give me the heebie-jeebies right now. It's like you're home alone, bro. It's time to scare you to death. Like, no, don't do this to me. Please. I'm on stream. The game scared me last time I streamed. I'm not having it again. No. Alright, we're out of firework rockets, so we're going to grab a few more. And we're going to go back into the nether. So, pretty much, yeah, if you want, you can look at my last Minecraft stream. And about a third of the way in, you can see what happened. So here we go. We're going to take an immediate right turn and another right turn, and we're going to zip zoom down this hallway. That's pretty much villager breeding stuff. Oop, oop, oop. So, pretty much in the other side of this fog over here is my old rail system to get to my blaze spawner. I wanted a blaze spawner because blaze rods and experience, and as you can see, blazes are outside of it, but that's no big deal. And over here inside of this fog, eventually, we will get to see my absolutely crazy custom wither skeleton farm. This is how all the beacons in the world have come to be. This place is slabbed. These guys kind of like to ignore the rules, though, and they do whatever they want to do. But yeah, this thing works. Essentially, up here, you have these guys spawned in, and we have sweepers all the way out here that go brrr, push all these guys and drop them down here in front of you. And yep, that's pretty much how it works. Simple as that. Not much use spending time here looking at this. We have other cool things we could be doing. Can I fly right into that boat? There. Nice. Yeah, so off we go into the wild, foggy blue yonder. Because there's not much else here. Please insert Formula 1 car noises right now. Pretty much that. It's how it feels using boats. They travel at 70 meters per second. Which I think 100 meters per second is 200 miles an hour, so we're like 140 miles an hour. That's our end. We'll go there last, because that'll take me straight back to the overworld. This way, we go here, and we get to the end. This here is my custom blackstone farm. This stuff is not normally able to be farmed like this, and wasn't always able to be farmed by Penguin bartering. So I built this with a custom plugin from Tweakaroo, or is it Lightmatic? No, it's Tweakaroo. Let me change that to... It requires the same thing, so you have lava flowing onto blue ice, and it generates blackstone, which then is pushed up and out by pistons. It's pretty cool. And then it's exploded by TNT machines. This is the ice cube. This is a ginormous brick in the middle of a very cold biome. This produces ice for me. I need ice to make ice tunnels, and this is what I use. Oh, it's actually currently catching stuff. Oh my gosh, wow. I didn't think that this would be working. So, yeah, anyways. Yeah, this thing pushes down ice. So, let's start. This is the sweepers that initially go across and push down all this ice to form the big ice cube. And then when that happens, as it goes along, it sends off these little flying machines behind this one that have these guys with Frostwalker boots on them. When they go over with the Frostwalker, it generates ice. As it melts, it produces places for ice to spawn. Essentially, when ice... So when you want to generate a block of ice, if you have water and cold temperatures, you will have a block placed somewhere. On all the sides of that block like this, ice can form. And if ice forms here, then it's got all these too. Well, if you give something that's like TV static, and lots of like nooks and crannies for ice to form, then you could form ice way faster, and you don't need to rely on it freezing the edges first, which is great. So it produces ice. This whole entire floor was made with hoppers. Everything here is hoppers. Lots and lots of hoppers. I have an iron farm right over here. That's kind of the secret to how I got all this done. Yep, there's the teeny tiny iron farm. Works on villager scaring as well. But it's not even close to as fast as the one I have now. And this is the first ice. So, you can spend a lot of time AFK here, and Endermen tend to just love to leave their blocks inside the farm. I missed one farm on the nether roof, but I just let you guys mentally picture it. It's a ghast farm. It's just a whole bunch of portals. Excuse me. There we go. So let's go. So yeah, that's pretty much that. There is a few oddities in my world that I'm not 100% sure why they are the way they are. We'll go right past the end for a split second. If we run out here into the main part and we run over to this window, maybe you can see it. There's some weird, really strange weirdness going on over here. And I'm not 100% sure how it happened. But, yeah. I have no idea how this stuff happens. These guys have been floating here for months and months and months now. Floating striders are rampant in my world. Okay, you scared me. Don't do that. But yeah, I don't know why they're floating. But I have floating striders in my world. Lots of weirdness happens in this place, I swear. It's kind of crazy. Gas like to blow up the windows. So yeah, gas farm. We got a gas farm. We got a farm for pretty much everything. This is used to be my way to get to the end, but I've long since improved. And now the end. And I have one more farm after we get to the end to show you, and then I'm going to end the stream. So, let's go. So we're going to go to the end. Completely missed the tunnel for it. Come on. Come on. There we go. And we zip zoom down this way. We get here. Boat goes through the portal every single time. I'm not smart enough to put a stop for it. Oh cool, we ate after we went through the portal. And the boat's gonna go back to the overworld, to the nether. See? So this is a sand duplicator. I said I don't like duping TNT, but I don't mind duping sand, as sand is much more useful. TNT is just kind of infinite destruction. This is more like partially infinite destruction, but also glass. Lots and lots of glass. And judging by the size of the piston bolt that I'm building in the overworld, I'm going to need a lot of sand for glass. And yeah, and man, this is trippy. Look at this. I'm looking around right now. This is crazy. Favorite block in the game. I wish we had something like this to play with. But anyways, into the end. Way far away there's something else. This is the collection point for the sand farm. I accidentally left it running for a very long time, so now I have like tons and tons of sand. As you can see by the base. Other than that, there's not much else here. There's my exit portal. Out there's used to be the used to be where I had the farm for the shulker shells, but I've long since moved it to the overworld because I have other farms there I could run, and it's just me on here. So yeah. Now to the last farm, which is also in the nether. Well, it's faster to get through the nether. You could go through the overworld. And this farm I'm most proud to show off. How do we get there, though? Do I just fly? We'll go the overworld. We'll go through the overworld. I think it's better to go that way. I still don't have a proper connection to it, and I really should make one. But it's okay. We'll fly there. Actually, we'll sleep, and then we'll fly there. And then we'll get it running, too, and let you guys see the absolute insanity that is the thing I'm going to show you. Oh, we got to go way further up. Alright, and here we go. The waypoint mod's nice for flying really long distances because you can just kind of get yourself pointed towards it and just go. It's nice. Choking. And now I'm not. So, how you been? Still choking a little bit. Hope. Yeah, check my phone. It's not Christmas yet. Oh, that actually matched the song, too. I'm bored. Oh, yeah. I have a really big nut I got from somewhere that I work. So, yeah. This thing's huge. I mean, look at this. Does it say the specifications? 1.5. And then it says 7, but it's like a really janky 7. Can you see that? It's like really weird. Yeah, it's freaking huge. It's crazy. Favorite thing that I have on my desk. I also have a Lego Porsche as well. A little one. I'm too poor to get the big one. He says having a gaming computer beside him. Oh yeah, I have this little carbon thing. So, you ever heard of EDM? Not the music. Electro discharge machining. It's essentially you zap something so hard it burns away the material. So you could just go bzzz and burn a shape into it. It's really cool. And I have a 3D printed V8 engine. That was made when I was like in like 8th grade, 9th grade. I was like a freshman or sophomore. No, wait, I was a junior in high school. Or no, I was a sophomore in high school. No, junior in high school. Yeah, it was my junior year I made it. So it's like really old. Meanwhile my teacher's just like, "You think you're old?" So here we have an exploded pillager outpost. Yes, you are probably piecing everything together now. We need to find a man with the flag and not get killed. Bingo. Hello. I need to deal with you as quickly and as conveniently as possible. Sick. We have an ominous banner. Let's zip zoom out of here. And here is the absolute wackiness. I have a raid farm. A raid farm that makes almost 500,000 items an hour. Yep. And a raid is currently going on. So, we crawl in here, go all the way to the head. Player 10 attack interval 11, and that makes me hit every 11 seconds, and this causes the insanity to start. We go externally. You'll get to hear, and yeah, this is how fast it is. Well, it's probably warming up. This is the one machine that I have that actually legitimately takes time to warm up. This farm is really weird, and it took absolutely forever to get right. It even had floating snow. Yep. It's crazy. It's not my design, it's somebody else's, but still. This is something that I wanted. And I built the best that money or blocks could buy, that redstone could buy. And now I could buy a lot more because I have lots more redstones and emeralds. As you can see by the absolute frame-killing speed that this farm runs at. This is my favorite spot to sit, is right here. With the item collection, and just like... You know how much iron you could get from just iron axes off this farm? Like, you could legit make this a good iron farm. With as much iron as it produces. And if you could hear the audio, which I'm gonna let you guys hear. I guess I'm not going to let you guys hear because this is not the newest snapshot. But if you can hear what's going on right now, you'll hear... And yeah, it's quite funny. I'm also going to fire up YouTube to see if my stream sounds fine. Because wouldn't that be funny if I had no sound the entire time? And yeah, we're going to run down to where the item collection is. As you hear... going on in the background. So yeah, it produces shulker blocks at a time of just the absolute insanity of going on in the background. It's fantastic. But yeah, this farm produces a lot of items. Produces a lot of sticks. Produces lots of gunpowder. Produces lots of redstone, which is why I built the thing. I built it honestly just completely for redstone. That's literally all I was needing from it. And yeah, this farm produces lots of guys in the nether. The whatchamacallers. The big chunky boys that I use to kill the villagers in the industrial district. Makes a whole bunch of them. I think this is high up enough. So let's fly out there. I'm going to check out my YouTube to see... Oh, Oh, I can see it. Can I hear myself? It's the bigger question. If I can hear myself, we are good to go. Ah! Yes, I can hear myself. Do you guys want to hear me talking about myself? Ah! Yes, I can hear myself. Do you guys want to hear me talking about myself? Ah! Yes, I can hear myself. Looping. The number of this is multiplying ridiculously. It's fantastic. uh, okay, well, there you go. You have some wackiness going on while we're flying somewhere. I would like it to feedback a lot more than it is, but oh well. It could be fun. So if you've made it through my live stream this far, then if you guys would like to see me play another game, I have War Thunder, I have From the Depths, I have Algudu, which I think you guys, well, my electrical engineering teacher would be far more interested in, and my mechanical engineering teachers a little bit, but mostly my triple ET teacher. I think he'd be more interested in it. JD, I don't think JD would be interested in it. Anywho, yeah, jeez, Stripe. Um, anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna try and land on top of the mob farm and not inside the mob farm, and we're gonna conclude the stream because this is pretty much it. Um, so yeah, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, uh, I know my streams are really boring, and if you guys are willing to stick around to the end like this and get to my outro, it means the world to me. Because I try to take pride in what I do when it comes to live streaming. Even though I don't think I'm very good, I have a lot more to learn about being good and getting a good audience, which getting a good audience is a challenge in itself because YouTube likes to hurt the small people. Um, as demonstrated by one of my newer shorts about me walking around my go-kart. Um, it started off with just a trickle of views, got to about 200. I changed the title of the video to much shorter, and just the views just went straight up and down. And it went for about a quarter of a day, and it stopped at like 900 flat. And then the analytics just showed the video just went and stopped. Like someone hit a switch, said, "Nope, you've done too many views. You're too small for that. You're too small to go viral." And killed. I think they killed my video. I know I'm using YouTube as a platform. I know I watch YouTube every single day, and I shouldn't be dissing YouTube as much as I am right now. But I want my channel to do good, despite the fact that I'm just a small YouTuber. I have 44, 43 subscribers. And there's people out there with millions of subs, and they get millions of views every day. And I feel like the system helps them more than it helps me, because if YouTube was to help small creators, I don't think it'd make them as much money, because people like me only get 4 or 5 views on a normal video, and a good video gets 1,000, and they make money off ads for channels that are less than 1,000 subs, I think, or something close to that. And they make money off that, and they, don't bring any people to me because they don't have to spend the money on making me a bigger YouTuber, because they just can't make the money off small guys like us. But that's besides the point. I'm ranting about the system that I'm stuck in, and that's not how you're supposed to go about complaining. But yeah, I'm gonna complain anyways. I, if anyone has honest ideas about how to make my channel bigger, faster, I would like to know, because I'd like to get an audience. I'd like to have people that want to listen to me. I want to have people that are interested in what I'm doing. I want people that are interested in my life. I know that's really self-centered to think about it that way, but I think it's something that I would enjoy. I would enjoy people wanting to see
me do cool things, see me succeed, see me do things that are really cool. And I think it's something that I need. Um, I have Asperger's syndrome. I'm gonna let that out now. I have autism essentially, kind of really weak autism, and my motivation is zero. My self motivation is like zero. I have no self motivation. But if someone encourages me to do something, if I get a lot of views on a video, I'm gonna make more stuff about it. And I'm not just doing that to find views. I'm doing it because it's an interest I have that other people are sharing with me. And if I can share an interest with someone, then that's great. Then that means I can do what I love and have people alongside me to enjoy it along by my side. But yeah, that's kind of my spiel for the end of this video. I've been holding this back for a very long time. I've even held this secret want and passion of mine from my own parents. Hence why I never stream, and if my parents walk home, then I cut streams off and cut videos off at that point and never explain it. But I don't want my parents to think, oh, he's gonna try and make money off of YouTube. That's not the point. I want to do YouTube because I think it'd be fun to be a proper YouTuber. Have people that laugh at the things I do and laugh with me in the things I do and are there with me for the journey, because that's kind of what it's about. And now I'm gonna get really sentimental. Life is kind of a journey. I'm figuring this out. I'll admit my age as well. I'll give my age out to the internet. I'm 21 years old. Um, my life's just beginning. My journey is literally just finally kicking off. I'm working a proper job. I'm still living with my parents, but they're helping me pay for college. When I get out of college, I'll be able to. I'm determined, actually, to make the money to live on my own. I appreciate them being here for me, but I'm afraid that if I don't have the kind of job that can pay for me to get my life in order and such, I don't think I would make it. Especially with the job I have now. I make 11 bucks an hour. 11 bucks an hour is not enough to live on anymore. Back when my dad was a kid, if he made $11 an hour, oh, he'd be thrilled to death because he made like 4 bucks an hour at his first job. But now he was making like 80 bucks an hour last job, and now I don't even know how much he's making anymore. And 11 bucks an hour in his time was a killing, but now it's different, and money is a lot different, and money is the enabler of people to go somewhere while we're here. So anyways, that's a way too much hypothetical rambling for this video. I'm going to cut it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you that comes on and watches these videos, subscribes, leaves comments. I don't know why you guys would leave thumbs down on stuff that I'm not trying to make dissing anything. I'm just trying to do this for fun. But if you thumbs down my stuff, I don't care. I really care less because I'm doing this for fun. I'm uploading these videos. I took videos of my go-kart because I'm proud of it. And it's something I want to just show the world and be like, look what I'm doing. I'm doing something. I have stuff. So from me and my extraordinarily squeaky chair, thank you so much for watching. This means the world to me.